we're going to the 6th floor. That's where the lady died. And we're gonna go ghost hunting.
Is the Empress Hotel in Victoria really haunted?
Before we show you the hotel, let's show you other places in Victoria we really enjoyed. Welcome to the Butchart Gardens.
You always find me here when the world thinks that I've disappeared.
We are so excited because this morning we're visiting the Butchart Gardens here in Victoria. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Let's see what we can show you. It's a little bit overcast. It is definitely cold.
You have a heart of gold, and I look forward to growing old, 'cause I'll be old with you. Oh, I'll be old with you.
Sticking to traditions, the gift shop got both Christy and McKenna sucked in before walking into the gardens.
McKenna, where are we?
In the Butchart Gardens.
These gardens are approximately 20 minutes away from downtown Victoria, and I can tell you one thing, they are magnificent.
Jenny Butchart began to shape this magnificent landscape in 1904. She established, in the style of the grand estates of the period, several distinct gardens to evoke a range of aesthetic experiences. An abandoned limestone quarry was transformed into the dramatic sunken garden, a reflection of the early 20th century beautification movement and an exceptional achievement in Canadian gardening history. Through successive generations of the Butchart family, this site has retained much of the original design and continues the Victorian tradition of seasonally changing the outstanding floral displays. Huckleberries. Used to eat them all the time up in Washington. Look, like this.
I'm not joking when I say it, but this is the most beautiful garden park I've ever seen in my life.
It's gorgeous, and definitely recommend if you have not come here during the spring to check it out during Christmas. December 1st is when they do the light show, and it looks like it would be pretty impressive.
And I don't know, we might have to come back just to do
I
this.
think we're gonna have to.
Just for a special trip to come and see this.
Should we do it here?
Yep.
McKenna? I'm dizzy. That was just a little roundy round. I used to love those.
It was actually going fast.
Yeah, it was. It was to the point where it was peaking up a little bit. The raven beaver with grouse, otter with pup, and clam frog. This totem pole was carved in classic coast stylish style by master carver Charles Elliott and the Tsartlip Nation. It was dedicated on September 9, 2004, not only to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Butchart Gardens, but also in recognition of the rich cultural heritage of the local indigenous people.
The Butchart Gardens is a 118-year-old, 55-acre garden located in Brentwood Bay, British Columbia. There are 900 different plant varieties in this beautiful garden. It opens around 9 a.m. and closes at 5 every day of the week. My favorite part of the Butchart Gardens, the Japanese gardens. A grand torii gate invites you to step inside the Japanese garden where maple and beech trees rustle and Himalayan blue poppies blossom in the late spring. There are many flowing streams that give a peaceful atmosphere, with pagoda, lanterns, stepping stones over water, and some bridges.
Japanese gardens are beautiful. On June 13, 2015, this magnificent dragon fountain was presented to the Butchart Gardens by the Suzhou Municipal Government on the behalf of the People's Republic of China, in conjunction with the 35th anniversary of the sister city relationship between the city of Victoria and the city of Zhaoshao. The dragon is a miraculous animal of ancient Chinese legend, and the Chinese people are its descendants. This dragon brings to our garden good wishes for seasonable weather.
At the Butchart Gardens, there is a restaurant and a special tea time. From October to March, high tea is served, featuring more substantial eats and warm, savory pastries. And at the dining room restaurant, you can enjoy the stunning floral display gardens, plus the restaurant's historic surroundings and contemporary, fresh local foods.
There is nothing like a fresh market on the side of the road, and I miss these ones in California. We had to stop and check it out. Not we're gonna do it too much, but we'll see what it looks like.
A few moments later.
Did you get any of this double smoked bacon?
I can't take it home.
So we are heading to the museum here in downtown Victoria. There's a nice little area here with little houses and a little school. McKenna calls it prisons for kids. So, looking forward to the museum.
The Royal British Columbia Museum has natural history and more. My favorite was the giant woolly mammoth from the Ice Age 18,000 years ago. It was amazing. The Victoria Harbour is a harbour, seaport, and seaplane airport in the Canadian city of Victoria, British Columbia. It serves as a cruise ship and ferry destination for tourists and visitors.
It has not always been about acquainting oneself with the resident spirits inside the Chateauesque structure built between 1904 and 1908. The 71-year-old worked in the hotel during the 1960s and was a lot more skeptical when it came to things that went bump in the night. I was just a teenager then, he admitted in April phone conversation. I didn't believe in this stuff, but it was always kind of creepy being up here. There are various apparitions spotted within the halls of the Empress, as well as the exterior, but at least 3 well-known residents are haunting the corridors of the century-old hotel. Just before Adam started working at the Empress, the original chambermaid rooms were converted into offices for the executives. His summer job was to clean those offices during the afternoon or evening shifts. There was no air conditioning, of course, but there were cold spots, he recalled. I thought something was off, and I ended up saying, okay, pull yourself together, you're just a kid in this place, you don't believe in ghosts. It was during that job that Adams experienced the inexplainable.
That's weird. I'm sorry. Because, we had a car, and it was, the guy smoked. You can smell the entire drive. Like, it's like I was getting lung
I know, we
disease.
walked by and that smell is gone.
And I smelled that really strong, and we came back.
I
Gone.
wonder if, like, back in the day, that used to be like a cigar room or somewhere.
I don't know, but there's no number.
There's no numbers on them.
Let's walk by to see it again. Hold on, I'll go in front.
Weird. But I didn't see
The lights aren't flickering anymore.
and the lights aren't flickering anymore. They were flickering when we were walking through.
Yeah, it was darker.
I don't know. I'm getting really cold though.
I'm not going back.
Come on.
It's like really cold.
Further to the cold spots, he caught glimpses of something or someone out of the corner of his eye. That someone could be the former chambermaid Lizzie McGrath. The former employee was readying herself for bed one evening in 1909 and would usually say her rosary on the fire escape outside of her room on the 6th floor. It was common for employees to live on the premises of the hotel back then, but on that particular day, renovations were happening at the hotel and the fire escape was not there to support McGrath as she climbed out the window. She plunged to her death, just to the right of the Empress's main entrance. When her apparition is seen, it's usually in the spot where she landed, wearing her uniform and clutching her rosary, or she's seen going about her duties and cleaning the rooms. Another resident spirit walking the halls of the 6th floor is an older woman who seems to have forgotten which room was hers. It is suspected that she is a former guest who died in her room of natural causes, sometimes after World War II.
So we don't know where the room was that she died, but it was on the 6th floor. This section between room 671 and the other side is definitely weird.
Known as Margaret in Gibbs' book, she would leave her home in Calgary just after Christmas and her winter in Victoria. Her residence was on the 6th floor and the recently added tower. Her lifeless body had been discovered by one of the managers of the hotel, but that did not prevent them from using the room. Eventually the room would be deemed unrentable. Since then, things started happening in the room, and they stopped renting it out on a regular basis. Adam said it was the room that was chosen for the location of an elevator. Okay guys, I'm sorry. I smelled the smoke. It was so strong. It literally felt like we were in a cigar shop, but it wasn't cigars, it was cigarettes.
It's a non-smoking hotel.
The hotel was looking to open up rooms that were used as attic storage space on the 8th floor during the 1980s. Oftentimes, Adams will ask guests on his ghost walks if they are staying in the hotel, and they will point to the rooms where the older woman is seen. After that, more things began to happen, he said. We point to the rooms near the 6th floor. There's an old woman who knocks on the doors in the middle of the night. A full-bodied apparition has been sighted, and oftentimes guests will help the woman find her room, only to have her vanish, typically in front of the elevator shaft, which was her room. At that point, they realize that there's something strange, and they head back to their room. He assured that it's not a scary story, it's simply an old woman who's just looking for her room, which is suspected to be one of that's been converted into the elevators.
Sorry for the interruption if there is a ghost in here.
Is this hotel haunted? Maybe. Is it beautiful? Absolutely.
Thank you for watching our channel, and please subscribe, leave a comment below, and ring the bell for our next video notification. We'll see you next weekend, guys.